here. So today we are going to make focaccia bread. So for the dough we need flour, water, sugar, and yeast. So I use instant active yeast, and then we are going to mix it with the water. Use warm water, don't use hot water because the yeast has active enzymes and you don't want to kill them. So just use a little warm water and then sugar, and then we're going to mix everything together. Once you see it's foamy, then we're going to add our flour, and sometimes it sticks to the bowl, so I like to add a little bit more flour, and of course we're going to use a lot of olive oil today. So once you flour it, then you can pick up the dough easily from the bowl. Okay, so let's go ahead and mix together the yeast, the water, and the sugar first. I use my standing mixer, and in the mixing bowl I add the warm water, the dry yeast, and sugar, and then use your spatula, mix everything together, and you're going to set it aside until you see that it's foamy. It'll take about 5 to 10 minutes. So in the meantime, while we're waiting, we are going to prep our herbs and tomato slices. So here I have some fresh herbs, and because we're going to design our focaccia before we bake it, so I use some fresh rosemary, sage, thyme, and parsley. So now that you see the yeast mixture is ready, you see those foam on top, we're going to add the flour. Use the hook attachment of your mixer and set it to low and gradually add the flour. Now once the flour comes together, we're going to add the olive oil. Make sure that you use a really good kind of olive oil because we're going to use quite a lot. Here we're adding about a 1/4 cup of olive oil. And then once the dough comes together, you're going to remove it from the mixing bowl and make sure that you get all the flour on the side of the bowl. And then we're going to knead the dough for about 10 minutes or until it's smooth. And then we're going to place it in a slightly greased bowl. And then we're going to cover it with a kitchen towel, and then make sure that you set it aside where it's warm, and we're going to let it proof for about an hour. So make sure that you're preheating your oven to 425 degrees. And now that it's ready, it's double the size. Grease your pan and dump all that dough into the pan and spread it out, stretch it out. And make sure that you poke the dough and make those indents, but don't make a hole, just enough so that the dough soaked in all the olive oil and the herbs and the seasonings. And then brush the dough with the remaining oil. And generously season it with salt and some red chili pepper flakes. You can also add some shredded cheese if you like. And I also use some dried herbs. I use some rosemary flakes and some dried thyme. Now here's the fun part. We are going to make that flower design on top of our focaccia dough. See here, they start to look like flowers. And then we're gonna use the rest of the herbs. All right, so here we're finishing everything up. Before you bake it, you're gonna cover it with the kitchen towel again, and then you're gonna let it rise, and then we're gonna be baking them for about 35 minutes. There you go, your focaccia is ready, and then we're gonna cut through the bread, and then you'll see it has this really nice soft inside. All right, our focaccia bread is done. Look at how nice it turned out. I'm gonna cut through the bread, and then we're gonna go and try it. So nice and really crusty right there. Okay. Oh, this is wonderful. I love that soft, nice texture inside, and then that's crusty outside. This is what you want for your bread. So I also love all the herbs that we flavor this focaccia bread with. I love rosemary because it's very earthy, woodsy, and the combination of the rest of the herbs, just this harmony of flavors, it's wonderful. And then the tomatoes with a little bit of salt, and I like that little bit of heat from red chili pepper flakes. And guys, this is good if you're going to have infused oil, like with some garlic or some other herbs, and then just dip your focaccia into that oil. Oh, it's wonderful. You can have focaccia bread any time of the day. So guys, make this and let me know what you think. And if you have family and friends that need help with home cooking, please share this video, or better yet, like or subscribe, so then you can get notification every time I do a cooking demo. Have a wonderful day, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.